Welcome, Thunderbird Nation, to the Thunderbird Coaches Show. I'm Jon Smith with our illustrious head football coach, Delane Fitzgerald, and our Visit Cedar City Bryan head student spotlight today, Mikey Allen. Welcome to the show, Mikey and Fitz.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man.
Mikey, he uses that illustrious term before the season starts and then only after wins. Yeah, we lose a game. It's just, I'm here with the head coach.
I'm here with this guy.
Got to put up with him for a few minutes.
Well, first of all, can I shake your hand? You and the team deserve some commendation. Coming off a 5-game skid, that's not easy. I know you haven't had many of those in your career, but congratulations putting a full effort together to defeat Abilene Christian. 31-24?
Sure.
Yeah.
It was 7 points.
It was 7 points. Fantastic job. You had made some changes we'll talk about as we go forth, but man, I just wanted to get off my chest. It's nice to be on the other side of the ledger, the win side.
It makes each day a little better.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, so yesterday was a lot better than the last 5 Sundays.
Yeah, I bet. You had said something to the players in the locker room. Gentlemen, this is what it's supposed to feel like. True. This is what, explain that a little bit to the people.
I'm still on a term from Sean Stavisky back home, good friend of mine from back home, but when it's going well, he'd say, this is the way life is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday night's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, look, wins make everything just taste a little sweeter Sunday morning, don't they?
Yeah, it does.
Anyways.
It makes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday the following week. It makes it all better. It's going to make every day this week just a little better.
That's great. That's great. And it's a beautiful week, Coach. We've got the team down south next on the docket.
We do.
Next man up.
We're just jumping forward. We're going to skip the recap and just jump forward.
No, but I'm just giving you a taste of what's coming.
Okay.
The team down south. Just let that stew in the back of your mind when we talk. It gets me full of vitriol.
As if for some reason I was going to forget.
Yeah, I know.
We play this coming week.
Ernie's is more than just a gas stop. It's your one-stop spot for fuel, fresh food, and friendly service. With locations across southern Utah, including one right here in Cedar City, Ernie's makes it easy to fill up and fuel up. Don't forget, Ernie's is home of the world-famous chicken strips, a local favorite that keeps fans coming back. Proudly supporting SUU athletics and proudly serving our community. Stop by Ernie's in Cedar City today.
Coach, Abilene Christian came into town riding, a decent win streak. They were undefeated in conference, 13th team in the nation, ranked team in the nation. Let's break down that game with Abilene Christian in front of our home fans. The first thing off the jump, when they got off the bus and walked down to the field, they are a large football team.
Yeah, a lot of large mammals on that roster.
Dang! They have to pay like a extra load fee for the buses or something?
You know what? You do have to do weight. We do weight on the charter flights. And I bet they may have to leave a player or two home.
Nah, I just think they pay extra. They got money.
They're big. as big as their offensive defensive line were. And I knew there was some size discrepancy between them and us and them.
Yeah.
Their tailback. Yeah, their
slash defensive end.
Yeah, their tailback was bigger than anyone on our team. And
big boy.
Good football player.
He was a good football player. And transfer out of Wyoming, I believe.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. They had 48 FBS transfers on their roster.
A lot.
Almost half their team.
Yeah.
And we're talking Wyoming, but we're also talking Ole Miss, Tennessee,
Oklahoma, Texas Tech. Yeah.
Texas Tech. Yeah. I swear it was the North Texas Tech. Well, I'm not going to say that. That's rude. But the drop downs.
Stone Earl, who we talked about, the quarterback. He started 5 games. He started 5 games and won 4 out of 5 at Marshall to lead them to a bowl win.
Yeah. And then before that, he was North Texas.
And before that, he'd been around a while.
Yeah, he's seen the tour of the South down there. Nice player. We're probably not on his Christmas list after turning turning him over 3 times.
No, he was our defense's focal point last week. And
sure.
Jon, coming into Saturday night, he was our conference player of the year. If you had stopped the voting on Friday or even Saturday at lunch, he was the conference player of the year, and he was the focal point for our defense. And I thought our defensive players did a great job of not only containing him, but we forced him into mistakes.
Well, let's get right into it. Off the jump, kickoff goes up. Life's good. We just take it from there and give us kind of the recap of the first half.
Yeah, we turned Abilene Christian over on their first drive, turned it into 7 points. We went back and forth a little bit in the first half. We were down. We were down 10-7. Mikey's pick 6 puts us up 14-10, and then they come back and scored a late touchdown. The run. That big run by the big tailback put them in scoring position, and they score right before we go into halftime, and we're down 17-14 at halftime, if I remember right. We come back out in the second half, and it went back and forth. It went back and forth for about a quarter and a half, and then we're able to get some defensive stops and get some turnovers along the way. But late in the game, we stopped them twice on defense. We were able to score on offense and then held them off with another turnover while they attempted a 2-minute drill to win the game.
Yeah. The guys seemed poised. They seemed a little extra focused. What can you attribute that defensive focus to this week?
I think we simplified some things on defense, and our players were able to run and react and just kind of react and play. So us simplifying some things helped us there. But more than anything, the bye week. You get 3 extra practices. Jon, we've been really good here. Anytime we had 9-10 days to prepare for an opponent, our coaches are better, our players are better, and we were really good on Saturday night.
Yeah, both physically and then I'm guessing, man, your coaching staff, I think even around the league is known as one of the best coaching staffs in the conference. And if you give yourselves an extra week to prepare for somebody, watch out, because you guys do put solid game plans together. Mikey, let me ask you this question. We'll get to know you a little better a little later in the show, but look, it has been a tough road to hoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you've had some tribulation on the defensive side of the ball. How good does it feel to come out and turn the other team over 4 times, 3 picks and a fumble recovery? You had a pick 6. You're scoring points. You've got the defense rolling. How good does that feel, man?
Oh, man, it feels great. First off, I think we had a great play con the whole game. D-line got great pressure, and we all just played for each other.
Yeah. Was that the difference, do you think, playing for each other?
Yes, sir.
Simplification a little bit and just knowing that you can just go let it rip?
Yes, sir.
Love it. One awesome matchup I saw in the first half. I was down in the south end zone looking back at the play, and I see number 77, who is 6'9", 300 pounds, and then you got Lando Brown, who's 5'9" when he stands on a phone book, and I don't know, 240?
That's a thick phone book.
That's a Metropolitan phone book.
You know they don't make phone books anymore, right? But that's back in the old days, big city, New York City.
To the older
phone
crowd,
book.
the older Thunderbird Nation.
Young people out there wondering, what is he talking about?
Wild. An encyclopedia? I don't know. A stack of iPads? Whatever. The point is, he's got a foot.
Do they make encyclopedias anymore? I got to pull you out of the 1970s here, baby. Let's go.
I'm talking to Thunderbird Nation. I'm talking to the people. They know what an encyclopedia is.
A big dictionary.
Yeah. And anyway, but I'm looking at it, right? I'm looking down, and I'm like, what a mismatch. In fact, sure. I'm with my buddy Brian Wood. I'm like, take a look at this. I kid you not, 10 seconds later, he went right around him. Boom, sack. Phenomenal job by Lando Brown.
Well, at 6 foot tall, what do we not want to do? What's one of the most irritating things to do during the day? Is reach down and pick up something off the floor.
Oh, good. I was going to say hang out with you.
To bend down. I'm the highlight of your week. Outside of Shannon and Miss Diane, I am the highlight.
Bending down to pick up something up is a close second.
Yeah, like the last thing I want to do is drop my keys on the ground and have to bend over and pick them up.
Sure.
Well, what does a 6'9" guy not want to do?
He doesn't want to bend.
No, he doesn't want to bend over.
No, and then the leverage is totally different when you're playing a guy like that, and you've got to get down, especially in the pass protection where you're going backwards, not forwards. Great job, though. Lando, what did he have, 3 sacks?
2 sacks.
Two
sacks,
and a bit?
had several other pressures and a couple tackles.
Yeah, just again, playing with his hair on fire, and it was awesome. Second half. So what'd you tell the team at half? You go in at halftime, you're in this game, you've turned them over, you're doing what you're supposed to. The game plan is kind of coming out the way you had planned it. What was the message at half?
I would say this. We go in at halftime, and we're happy with our defensive effort and where we're at there, and we're happy with special teams. Pretty unhappy on offense, and we were lethargic on offense, and I'll say it out loud now. Their head coach is the best in this conference, and he is a great defensive coordinator, but he's doing both. So what we were doing is the coach-to-player communication cuts off at 15 seconds. So the coordinator can't talk to the linebacker anymore after 15 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
We were breaking a huddle at 15 to 18 seconds, and they couldn't see formations. They knew what the personnel was because we were in a huddle, but we would break the huddle, and he didn't know the formation, and the coach couldn't check it to their players.
A little gamesmanship.
It was not games; it's game planning, and it's really smart by our offensive coaches. We thought yesterday in talking as a staff, we thought it made us a little lethargic because we're used to breaking a huddle with 25, 30 seconds and getting into a rhythm.
Yes.
We changed our offensive rhythm, so we went in at halftime, and we wanted to make adjustments there, and we needed to really get going, have a sense of urgency on offense. We were better on offense in the second half than we were in the first half. Still not great, but one of the things we did, instead of waiting until the 18-second mark to break the huddle, is we were breaking it at 22, 23 seconds.
And just say, let's let it roll.
Yeah, we played a little faster and played a little better.
Yeah, and look, you got a veteran quarterback there, Bronson Barron. Will Burns also saw some time, but do you rely on his reads? I mean, obviously you got the OC in his ear, and up into that 15-second point, they can have that communication. But how is it to have a super senior at quarterback that can go ahead and kind of be that little OC on the field?
Bronson and Will have made reads this fall that have been really good.
Sure.
But both of them have made checks, have made audibles, have read things in the RPO game, and have done a nice job of that.
Yeah.
When you break the huddle with 18 or less seconds, you don't have enough time to get lined up and go through the cadence and make a check.
Gotcha.
You have to run the play call.
Got it. Second half rolls around. You've made your adjustments. You've sped up the offense. Defense is going according to script. What was it like to watch the final seconds tick? Pretty nice.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm in the mindset right now that if it can happen, it might happen.
Well, yeah.
So I'm just taking the next play.
Sure.
I got asked after the game, when did you know it was over? When we kneeled down and the referee blew the whistle and we didn't have to take another snap.
Yeah. We had a council there on the sideline. We're talking, and everyone's celebrating. I'm like, hold on. We've been snake bit. This ain't over till it's over. And then, of course, Mason Stromstead comes in with that interception to kind of ice things after the 2-minute break, and timeouts weren't really an issue at that point, and the kneel down kind of seals the deal there.
You brought up Brian Wood. His enthusiasm at the end of it was one of the highlights for me. How excited he was.
He likes to win, old Brian.
So, you ever met anybody that didn't like to win?
I mean, he really likes to win.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I hate to lose. See, so I got a little different vibe going. I hate to lose.
I get it.
Anyways, phenomenal job by the team. Like you had mentioned, special teams, execution, really only one punt that wasn't ideal. But other than that, the execution across the whole special teams, I thought kickoff did a good job.
We hit our kicks. We hit all of our kicks, and you're right. There's one of the punts we'd like to be a little bit better, but it wasn't bad.
No.
We hit all of our kicks on Saturday night, and it really helped us.
Can you run me through something? There was a kickoff. We field the kickoff and run up field, and then it got called back for some kind of signal. Like, can you explain to me what happened there? Because I'm still a little confused.
Yeah. So one of the upbacks sees it off of the kicker's foot, and he is letting the returners know that it's short, and he points to where the ball is going to be. And the NCAA rule says if you raise your hands above your numbers and you make any movement, and what Nico
so
did,
he's going like this.
He did like this, and he kind of did like this,
yeah.
And he's telling them where the football is, and he doesn't need to do that, but he's trying to help.
Teammate?
Yeah, he's trying to help. He's being a good teammate, yeah.
Sure.
And he's trying to help. They call it inadvertent fair catch signal. So then we get the penalty on it.
On top of that.
So instead of marking the penalty off from the fair catch signal on the 25,
sure,
they mark it off from where the ball's called at. It's a double whammy. Now, is that inadvertent fair catch signal? Is that tic-tac? Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. But
now, if he doesn't run it out, is it just a fair catch?
John, I haven't been happy with the officials all fall, and
it's your job to be upset with the officials.
No, it's not.
A little bit.
I usually have some
territory.
understanding as to where they're coming from, but somebody'd have to tell me, when was the last judgment? When did the last judgment call go our way, and when did the last booth review go our way?
We have been
2024. What?
Hey. Yeah. You never know. It comes and goes. There's streaks and there's streaks on the high side.
Today's a new day, and
exactly.
This is a new week, and it'll get better.
Yeah. Coach, anything else you want to talk about that the victory there last on Saturday against Abilene Christian?
No, I'm proud of our overall team effort.
Yeah.
I told Mikey and the rest of the team after the game they need to find their position coach and thank them, give their position coach a hug. Coaching staff did a great job. The assistant coaches did of getting them ready to play last week. Offense, defense, special teams, total team effort. Saturday night was a lot of fun.
I don't think people realize kind of the organization charts and the flow of work and all the things that go on in a football coaching staff. But I also tip my cap for you. You guys, you made some difficult changes on the defensive side of the ball that have given you a good result. And I also applaud those in that situation for working together, because the reality is, you make some changes and someone might get their feelings hurt or whatever, but I believe that you guys really came together as a defensive staff and kind of put the egos aside and made a judgment call that everyone's been able to work together towards some excellence. So I tip my cap to you and your staff there.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, fantastic. It's so nice to talk about a win. I didn't lose any sleep last night wondering what I was going to tell you today or talk to you about. It's been 5 tough weeks of sleep on Sunday nights. And I'm sure yours is not any better, right? And you want to win just as bad as everyone else does.
I'll promise you slept better than I did.
Yeah, probably. I do sleep pretty good anyway. Anyways, Coach, let's talk a little bit about this guy next to you, and then we'll move on towards this week. Mikey Allen is our Visit Cedar City Bryan Head Student Spotlight. Welcome to the show, man. Let's get to know Mikey Allen. I know your dad a little bit.
Yeah.
Your dad's he's a dude. I like him a lot. But let's talk a bit about where you're from, first of all. And then I think we got a little conversation on another sport we might need to have. Where are you from?
Yeah, so I'm from Cumberland, Maryland, a small town in Western Maryland.
Okay. And what high school?
Fort Hill High School.
Fort Hill. And sources tell me that you were quite a basketball player.
Yes, sir.
You hooped a little bit.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the hoop experience up through high school. You weren't kind of a quintessential football guy.
Yeah.
You were hoops first, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I went to a school in where I'm from. It's called Bishop Walsh. Mm-hmm. And we had a national schedule, playing all the top schools in the country, like IMG.
So you were the top of the cream of the crop, so to speak.
Yes,
okay.
Sir. Yeah.
Anybody interesting on those teams?
Yeah, there's actually a couple guys I played that are in the league right now.
Drop names.
Keontae George.
Yeah.
Jarris Walker.
You have one teammate that I haven't heard yet.
Who?
Queen?
Oh, yeah, Derek Queen.
Hey, come on, man.
Yeah, played with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's I think there's a couple more.
Got it. So, look,
So the Bishop
you're playing
Walsh
high
story.
level. Yeah, tell us a little
Mikey
bit about
played
Bishop
1
Walsh.
year of high school football. So 9th through 11th, he's playing for the Bishop Walsh and playing for the prep team, and they're really good. They were nationally ranked. Wow. A couple of years he was there. Got to go to a Catholic school tournament. The biggest in the country was held in Western Maryland. Got to see Mikey hit the game winner, hit the buzzer beater, 3-pointer to win the game. It was pretty cool.
Good stuff.
Had no idea that I was ever going to recruit him as a football player. But here's where it ties in. The Catholic school was K through 12. They probably didn't have 500 students total. Yeah. And I don't even know what they were in. The 11th grader and 6th grader that year were Layla Fitzgerald and Afton Fitzgerald.
Oh, no way.
So he went to the same school as Afton and Layla.
Got it. And that's how the connection started. How did you go from playing elite basketball to coming to Southern Utah to play football?
Yeah, so I played football since I was 6 to 8th grade. And then After my junior year, there was some things that happened. My best friend, he had passed away.
That's too bad.
And so I wanted to go back and play football for my senior year for him.
Cool.
And I fell back in love with it. Had a good senior season. And after that season, Coach Fitz and I got in contact. And
Got
it
it.
all happened from there.
That's awesome, man.
Got someone back home reached out and said, "Are you recruiting him? Are you going to recruit him?" And we had moved from Western Maryland to here long before then.
Sure.
And I said he's going to go somewhere and play basketball. And I said my guess is he'll go somewhere and be a mid-major basketball player. And they were like, "Well, maybe not." And then Matt made contact with him, made contact with his dad, and got this thing rolling.
I even remember this is a long time ago. You've been here a while now.
He's a redshirt sophomore. You talking about me or him?
You know you, because I remember you talking. You said, "Hey, we got this kid out of Maryland who is a hooper, but he's going to come play football for us." I even remember you bringing him up.
I've only been here
one
one more year than Mikey.
Yeah.
Well, just saying. Yeah, I guess the stars aligned for you to be here in Southern Utah.
Yes, sir.
What are you studying? You're here. How long you been here?
For 3 years. My
3
third
years
year.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
What are you studying here at school?
I'm in sports communication.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's like, you getting credit for this or what?
I should.
Absolutely. We got to talk to the powers that be, get you some
Turn
credit.
it in as a project.
That's it. Yeah. And then tell us a little bit about your situation here in Cedar City. A little different than Cumberland. But, I mean, do you rely on your teammates? Do you rely on them to –
Hey, it looks just like Maryland Avenue out there. Looks just like Maryland Avenue. It's an inside joke.
Okay. Do you rely on your teammates to kind of keep you up and be your family while you're away from home?
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially since being so far away from home.
Sure.
Just being with my brothers, this makes me feel like I'm back at home.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Your dad comes out a lot. I've seen your dad at most of the games. What's it like to have that support at home and have him come and be around you? What's it like to have that kind of support?
No, yeah, it's definitely it's a great feeling having him coming out. Coming up, he's been through every game.
Yeah.
So just him coming out here makes me feel comfortable.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Well, shout out Mike Allen. Yeah.
Mikey's dad's a star. Mike's
he's
a star.
a cool guy. Yeah, absolutely.
They all fathers ought to be just like him.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, so you got a good father figure, and I'm sure in the future when the time comes,
for what we're spending on Mikey in scholarship, his dad's spending in airlines,
in travel,
hotels, and rental cars.
He probably got enough points to fly around the world by now. Yeah. Cool. Well, Mikey, thank you for being on the show. Thanks for sharing a little bit of your story with us.
No, thank you for having me.
When it comes to smiles, Thunderbird fans know who to trust: Webster Orthodontics, the preferred orthodontist of SUU athletics. They're the reason Thor the Thunderbird has that beautiful game day grin, and they can do the same for you. Whether it's braces or Invisalign, Webster Ortho provides personalized care and outstanding results, proudly supporting SUU athletics and our community. Visit WebsterSmiles.com today to schedule your consultation. Webster Orthodontics. Show off that Thunderbird smile.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll talk a little bit about our upcoming game, Coach. Let's transition over to this week. So Saturday coming up, we got a game. We got to travel. I mean, it's not far, but we got to travel down to St. George, Utah, and take on the Blazers of Utah Tech.
We've done it a couple times now, 48 minutes on the bus.
Mm-hmm.
So our normal pregame routine doesn't change.
Right.
Our guys get a little less downtime between the pregame meal and us getting on the bus as opposed to arriving into the stadium after our pregame meal. But this is a big week of preparation. Utah Tech is coached very well, John, and they're headed in the right direction.
It seems like that.
Rotating two different quarterbacks, a lot like us now, maybe a little more than us. But they've got a thrower and a runner, and where people get tripped up against them is the kid that people say is a runner can actually throw it pretty well also.
Yeah.
But they two good quarterbacks, homegrown. They've got a quarterback that can play. Their offensive line coach is as good as any O-line coach in this conference, and they're young, but they're well coached up front. But they've got running backs, wide receivers that can make plays also. They flip over on the defensive side of the ball, and sneaky. sneaky at how many tackles for loss and how many sacks. And I looked last week, and I think they have 14.5 sacks on the season. So they're one of the higher ones in the conference.
Yeah.
17 sacks on the season now.
Lots of pressure.
Lots of pressure. But they're bringing pressure, and they're getting in the backfield, and they play really well together. Been impressed with how athletic their linebackers and DBs are. And John, they just don't have a whole lot of holes because they're well coached. There's not a lot of holes in their program. Their punters and kickers and specialists, pretty good players also. But you brought up, we'll do everything pregame the same here. Get on the bus, go down, get our uniforms on, go play.
Yeah, I've been on the road with the T-Birds now for, a long time. And there are hotels that we stay at that are farther away than we are from St. George.
It's close.
Yeah. So it's I guess they get to sleep in their own bed, eat their own food, and then and be ready. It's not a home game, but it's home adjacent. And I'm sure our Thunderbird Nation is going to travel down big time and give us a big time boost down in St. George. Coach, we've got the Pizza Hut, Pizza My Mind question that we need to discuss. It's about you call it a rivalry?
This is y'all do this every year. Not yet.
We played 6 times.
Not yet.
And we're 5-1 going into this deal. There's really not a lot of poster material. The reality is they're a pretty solid football team. They haven't had a lot of success in the win column, but ask Tarleton State. They gave them everything they wanted. Same with
They beat a good Northern Iowa team at home.
UC Davis.
And they play hard at home. They don't go away at home. You
yeah.
asked about the rivalry. That this is the 5th time that we've played since 1963. I think it's hard to call that a rivalry.
6 times.
Okay. All right. You must be
5-1.
You're counting one of those D2 deals.
Maybe.
Okay.
They were probably called Dixie back then. We routed them up like 52-0 back then.
I got you.
But that was a different time.
Were you and I? We were alive. You and I.
We were alive.
Okay.
It was. I believe it was. I want to say it was 2009.
Okay.
So it wasn't not that long ago.
What year were you born?
2004.
Hey.
He was in kindergarten. He was in kindergarten.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
But no, do I call it a rivalry yet? No, and the people in this town don't call it a rivalry yet either. If you hey, who's SUU's rivals? Well, Weber. Yeah, the basketball
NAU.
people, the basketball people. Who's our rivals? UVU. So it's an important game to a school that is real close in proximity to us.
Yeah.
Do the players get fired up about it because they grew up together and they know each other and stuff? Yeah, there's some extra juice there. Not a rivalry yet.
Okay. Here's the Pizza Hut Piece of My Mind question.
I thought that was a question.
No, you kind of jumped in and talked about all the rivalry and
you used that R word.
Yeah, that's okay. We can always come back off a tangent. That's no problem. What's it like? So we've got our first win in a little bit. How do you keep focused going into? I'm going to say rivalry week. You're going to shake your head, but going into a rivalry week, you just came off a big win at home. What does it take to keep the guys focused and not look past Utah Tech?
If I have to motivate and focus our players right now, they're doing the wrong thing with their free time, and myself and our coaching staff have recruited the wrong young men into this program. You're playing a school that's, I don't know what they are, let's say they're 40 miles away. You're playing a school that's 40 miles away. Yeah, what's there not to get up for?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's there not to get fired up for? And yeah.
And they're kind of, they're a regional. I mean, we basically have the same recruiting ground.
We see them in recruiting.
So you're always. Yeah. I mean, the spillover, the tie over from SEU to Utah Tech.
Yeah, and in recruiting, we never talk to a good player ever. That Northern Arizona, Utah Tech, Weber State, Northern Colorado, and us aren't all in the mix.
Sure.
That's just the way it is.
And these guys are going to be playing people, I mean, maybe not you, but people that are from our region are going to be playing guys that they played in high school. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's all kinds of setups and stories and rivalries that are going to be going on. Maybe they played at Desert Hills and you got a guy from Cedar City or whatever. Like,
they recruit the greater Salt Lake City area with the same intensity and same effort and same time. NCAA time restraints, that they're there the same amount of time that we are.
Knocking the same doors.
Correct.
Well, great. So the point of the question was, what's it like? And you say it's going to take care of itself. The motivation's there, the focus is there. They're still hungry, I'm sure, after 2-5. The record. It's not like they're cruising.
Success this week will be dependent upon execution.
Sure.
And the other one team's ability to execute versus the other one. It won't be effort and it won't be enthusiasm and it won't be focus. Those things won't factor in because both sides of the football are going to have those.
There's going to be a lot of juice out on that field.
There'll be plenty of guys ready to play.
Absolutely. Coach, anything else you want to talk about the upcoming game against Utah Tech?
No, appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody that's here today. Appreciate y'all coming out and being here. It means a lot. Really thankful for how hard our players played Saturday night and how well we played together.
Absolutely. Mike, you got any shout-outs before we close this thing out?
Yeah, I just want to shout out my family and all my brothers.
Excellent.
Mike and Connie Davis. Got to shout out Mike and Connie.
Absolutely.
Hey, Brian Woods getting his third shout out of this one, but his enthusiasm, he made me smile after the game. He was more excited than I was. Hey, Dave Morris, but Dave and Joycey. So, but anyway, all of those. Appreciate everybody.
Connie and Mike are great. I was able to spend some time with them, and
Mike got a little extra bill on his trip.
Look, shout outs really to the defense. It's been a difficult season so far, but I love the fact that you guys stayed in it. You're turning the corner together. Yeah. When you get those turnovers going, man, everything starts going your way. So shout out defensive coaches as well, man. It's tough to be I tell them all the time, you guys picked a really tough industry to be in. I mean, it is definitely a difficult way to make a living, and I just give them shout outs for sticking in there and getting through the tough times. Hopefully good times, more good times on the horizon. Look, that's all I got. So for Mr. Mikey Allen, for Coach Delane Fitzgerald, I'm Jon Smith signing off. Go T-Birds.
Go Thunderbirds.